The topic we chose for this podcast is mental health in adolescence. It is a topic that we all feel is extremely important in our lives now as students and also in our future professions as teachers. We will discuss why we chose this topic, identifying the reasons behind high percentages of mental health illnesses amongst adolescents, identifying the students, physical education and mental well-being, and the prevention and treatment of mental illnesses amongst adolescents. First reason as to why we chose this topic was to educate our own peers within our own tutorial group. Since we're all going to be teachers in the future, it's necessary that we all have knowledge on mental illnesses and how to prevent them if possible. Second main reason is to break the stigma surrounding mental health and mental illnesses. The fact that this is still a stigma nowadays is ridiculous. We've all been affected by it somehow, even if we haven't realised, and it is something we are all have in common, yet shy away from it. Third main reason is to use this podcast in our future profession to educate our own students on this serious topic.
The next area we looked at was identifying the reasons behind such high levels of mental health illnesses. Stress was the first factor we looked at. Stress can come from simple factors such as homework or exams. The second factor we looked at was lack of facilities or incorrect implementation of these facilities. Many students are afraid or embarrassed to talk to a counsellor in case friends or family find out. The third area we looked at was trying to fit in with society. Many members of the LGBT community suffer from mental health issues. A survey from the HSE found that 56% of LGBT members aged 14 to 18 had self-harmed, while another 70% have thought about ending their own life. All of these factors contribute to the high amount of mental health issues we see in Ireland today.
When it comes to identifying students that may need help, there are a few things we need to remember. The first thing we need to remember is the stigma placed on the issue of mental health. Because of this, it is important that students don't feel singled out. This can oftentimes lead to further feelings of isolation or in the student being ostracised by their peers. To help break down this stigma, the question of mental health needs to be approached in a positive manner. By getting students and teachers to realise that seeking help is a good thing, the number of students that needlessly suffer in silence will hopefully fall. For example, bringing in organisations such as PA to House to run workshops with a class group is a good way of getting adolescents to talk about the issue of mental health.
The next section we looked at was the link between physical education and mental well-being. There is strong evidence, and we are all well aware, that a healthy mind and a healthy body go hand in hand. It is therefore critical that we get all these students active in an attempt to reduce the mental health illnesses. It has been proven that students find it easier to talk to PE teachers, and as young teachers, many students will find it easier to voice their concerns with us. As a result, it is crucial we know the correct procedure in dealing with these students and can help them with their mental health illnesses.
The last thing to look at is the question of prevention and treatment. One of the first things that must be looked at is educating our educators in the field of mental health. Teachers don't need to become fully licensed psychologists, but by having some of the tools necessary to help a student if and when they do approach them, it can help that young person get on the road to treatment sooner. One possible course of action schools could take is to implement mandatory counselling sessions for all students. This would take away the stigma of seeing a counsellor, as everyone else would be doing it as well. To implement this, the government spending would need to be increased and refocused on the topic of mental health, especially among our young adolescent student population.